Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is CryptoArk, your favorite cryptocurrency channel in the whole intro app. And we are back. Finally, we're back. Today, we're going to talk about the market, the updates, what happened in the last 4 months, what's going to happen in the next 4 months, what's going to happen in the next year. Today, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about markets in general. Okay? Stay tuned. So what's going on crypto, right? The last time that we have a talk, my last video was about here in March, yes. And to be honest, that's where I personally believe is the beginning of the bear market, right? It was probably just coincidence that I stopped the videos for a while, but that, in my opinion, was when the market actually had a turn, a big turn. Why is that? Well, it's simple. Because back here in March, the Bitcoin price was around 40K. And we didn't know yet if this was, a retracement. We're going to have one more leg up, new all-time high soon. People were lost, kind of. And then a lot of things that happened, right? A lot of FUD. In my opinion, everything started around here, around April. And this is where I have personal information, inside information from exchanges where the numbers really turned, right? The beginning of April. Downloads on the app stores went down. The usage on the websites went down. Everything went down by a lot, by more than 50% in all the exchanges across the world, right? Not just the big ones. And that was exactly around here, right? This big drop. So Bitcoin price was ranging a little bit. People didn't know what's going to happen next. And then, boom, it broke this very important level once for all. When this happened, a lot of people were still in the hope, but the big players in the market, they pull down. They basically pull back whatever they have, right? This is where this became finally resistance, a very key important level that I had marked in my charts for a long while. And then it becomes strong resistance, right? Once got rejected from that resistance, that's it. You can see what happened next with the EMA clouds, right? We never ever hit the cloud again until maybe yesterday. So that was pretty much around, 100 days with pure bear action, strong bear action, right? And since a few days ago, I called on Twitter that I believe this is the very bottom, right? This is the bottom for a little while at least. And prices are not going to, go lower from here immediately. What I believe it's going to happen, and we can look back in the past to understand, right? This is not a new pattern, right? We have seen this a lot, quite a lot. If we just this pattern and we bring it over to the weekly, you guys can imagine what's happening, right? This has happened in the past, very much like this. It's a bunch of small pumps and pure bear action with a lot of hope, right? With a lot of hope. This is what happened here, right? Kind of similar. So you had one big pump here that brings everyone to the hope. In our case was a little bit longer, was this pump, equivalent to this pump. And then you have the final bear action here, right? So I do believe this is the bottom for a while. But just like in here, what could happen is very much this, right? We can have maybe a second chance. So in terms of second chance, this is what I mean, right? Price stays here for a while, hits this line, goes back, hit this line, and maybe this drop here will be a little bit bigger. So again, under 20K, and then a second chance. This around not that long, but something like here, right? Something around next year, right? Could very much be possible. Of course, no one knows the truth. I am not pretend that I know for sure this is the bottom. This looks like a bottom. Bottoms, they look like this: big rebounds, big weeks, and this is what happened, right? So now is the first time that we are having a small relief, but very very small. Market still recovering. Okay. Yesterday was a big day. So just for Bitcoin was around 88%. For Ethereum, it was a big day, was around 18%, right? So see how things translate. And coins like ETC, which is a very small, horrible coin, but yeah, let's talk about it. It has a huge bump yesterday of 31% and plus a little bit. Okay. So yes, it was a big bounce for this coin. I don't trade those kind of coins. They are very, very illiquid. And yeah, basically nothing, right? If you want to hold that for a long time, there's no fundamentals, there's nothing in this coin. It's the old Ethereum, it's the Ethereum Classic. So it's not going to work, right? This is a small pump compared to what this coin has done in the past. I don't expect even to take over this new highs, right? The previous highs. All right, so that's the small update in the market. Let's talk about another thing, Celsius, right? This is what, in my opinion, triggered the whole bear market. Of course, a lot of fun, not just Celsius alone, but the whole narrative of crypto is failing, right? So what happens behind the scenes, right? Celsius was a lender. So basically you give them your crypto, your Bitcoin, and they give you interest because they're going to lend your Bitcoin to someone else, take loans, and do those sort of financial articulations with your crypto, right? But what happened when they become illiquid, right? Well, the first measure was taking off the funds, right? They don't allow people to take off the funds. They hold all withdrawals and deposits. Then, a few months later, of course, this was already expected as well. They declare bankruptcy because they don't have ways to pay back whatever money they have in loans, right? They have lended, they have take out loans, and they don't have money in cash, in-house to pay it, right? They have a bunch of crypto that now it's locked as collateral for many other things. And the story becomes funny and funnier by day, right? Celsius lawyers now saying that users gave up the legal rights. So when this whole thing started, right, back around here, the narrative on the social media, especially on Twitter, was take off your crypto from the exchange. So taking all the crypto from the exchange, of course, people say, oh, this is bullish. This is not bullish, right? First of all, taking crypto off exchange it's not bullish. It's bearish. Why is bearish? Because you have less crypto. Look at the volume, right? Let's look at the volume, right? What happened to the volume? The volume went down since that day, a lot. Look at this. So with no volume in the market, right? Look at the overall volume. It was around here. With no volume in the market, it's extremely easy for whales to manipulate the market. Any whale with more than 1,000 Bitcoin, 5,000 Bitcoin, they can drive the price up or down by several percents, right? Now, looking at the volume, remember what happened when this big drop here in May 21, right? That was super scary. And look at this. And so just recently, look at what happened, right? We exceeded that volume with this little candle here. This little candle. Impressive, right? So, exchange with no Bitcoin, with low liquidity, it's with low supply is not good. It's not bullish. Stop that bullshit. It's not bullish, right? It's bearish. It's extremely bearish. So this is what happened here with the FUD in Celsius. And then we had Luna, right? This is the Luna sell-off as well. Two things happened here. Well, Luna had around 8,000 Bitcoins and they sell off in the market. They had to liquidate, and look at what happened. That was just I believe this candle here was the weekend that Luna actually sold everything. It was around 10-20% move just by 8,000 Bitcoins, right? 80,000. So this is another indication, in my opinion, that the bottle is definitely in. We're not gonna take this low so easily because there are a lot of demand here. People wanna buy at those lows, right? At 17K, you wanna buy it. A lot of people wanna buy it. If it goes to 16K, people will double down. If it goes to 10K to 14K, but I don't believe it's gonna happen, right? Not very soon. Maybe this is what the market is gonna do, right? Range here for a while. It will chase this level here. If we go up to this mark, I would say that is where coincidentally the EMAs are gonna close here, right? So we're gonna be rejected from this EMA because we never remember one of the videos I explained about the EMA strategy. Prices usually don't break on the first attempt, right? They get rejected. It's too strong. In my opinion, what's gonna happen is we're gonna be rejected either from here or somewhere around here, around this line, and then we're gonna go down again, right? When we get close to 20K, again, there are a lot of demand, right? Because people are not gonna wait for this low anymore. They will be willing to buy in anywhere here, which is a very good price, which is, again, very strong psychological level, is the previous all-time high of 2017. Okay, so this is in my opinion, it's what's gonna happen to the market, and this is what has happened and the reasons why. So Celsius FUD, Luna sell-off, exchange going down into volume, no downloads, no new users, no sign-ups. Everyone was just waiting on the sidelines, and then whales can play. This last big huge dump from 30 straight to 17, that is 40%, that is pure whale game, right? That is pure whale game. It's how whales transfer to the exchange like hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins, not hundreds, but several thousands of Bitcoins, and they manipulated the market, right? Very, very easy to do that with no volume. And this is what happened here, right? I hope you guys doing well. See you on the next video. Bye.